I'm Hunter.
And I'm Amy.
This is the West 7th Wool podcast.
This is a show about our local yarn shop here in Fort Worth, Texas. Is this a podcast or is this like our channel?
So is that like a thing? Like people call them channels instead of podcasts?
Yeah.
So
should this be the West 7th Wool channel?
I don't know. Maybe that should be our poll at the end.
Oh, that's a good one. Maybe.
Uh-huh.
I kind of have another one in mind, but that one might be better.
Okay. Cool.
What do we have going on this November, this fine, blustery November?
On our channel?
In general.
Okay, lots of stuff going on in November. It is, first of all, the entire month of November is the National Knit a Sweater in a Month thing.
Yeah, it's called Nanny Swimo for short. And do you know where that came from?
Some kind of book thing,
There
if I
you
remember.
go.
I remember it was discussed last year.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's from the Writers Association. It is also November is write a novel in a month.
Yeah.
A 50,000 word novel. And so as knitters, we thought, hey, let's knit a 50,000 stitch sweater.
Why you go.
That seems like a lot.
The novel one seems worse, actually, because, I mean, you're just knitting.
I didn't think there would be 50,000 stitches in a sweater.
I have no idea.
I don't either. Has
That's a good
anyone ever
question.
counted how many stitches you... I mean, I guess if you know how many stitches are in a row and then you know how many...
Do the math.
You could... Anyway,
Yeah.
that's what this November is.
Yes, also, there are other things going on. November
What
is
are
a big
those?
month. Okay, so...
Sandra's birthday month.
There he is. Oh, yeah.
It is Sandra's birthday month.
I've got an idea about that, by the way, but I'm not talking
good.
about
Okay.
it.
Now you know.
Shh.
All right. What else is going on in
Anyway,
November?
this upcoming Sunday, we're going to be having a cast-on party.
Yes, Alexandra Davidoff is releasing the third pattern in her I Am Dragon series. You might remember the first one was this, she doesn't like the word cowl, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a scarf
I mean, it's not a cowl
necklace.
anyway. Doesn't a cowl like go all the way around?
Yeah, she was calling this like a scarf necklace because you could put a snap or a button closure on the end and do it like that. It's really cute. It's got these scales. The second one was even shorter. And the third one is going to be a large, long version of this, a 3-color fade, if you will, 3-color version of this.
Okay, so Amy, just a little constructive criticism. You modeled that okay. It wasn't bad, but you need more blue steel.
I'm sure you'll drop in the picture of the I Am Dragon 2 that you were able to model. Was it 2 or was it this one?
It was 2.
It was 2. All right, so he'll drop in 2. And then 3, I went stash diving because I had a yarn from the Madeline Tosh One of a Kind trunk show that we had during the crawl. And so I've got a couple of beautiful colors with glitter.
See, I was under the mistaken
Copper
impression that the trunk show was for them, not for you.
I waited until the end.
She did.
I waited until the very end.
She did.
Until everyone was gone.
I think we're actually closed, and
We were closed, and then
Yeah.
I did my shopping. So you got the best first. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Hunter. Anyway,
It's only my wallet that's
so
worried
I've
about
got
it.
these colors, which I thought would make a great fade. But then I saw on the shelf we had this one, which I think would fade beautifully with it. And then I also have 87 grams, which is almost a whole skein of this copper, this foundry in glitter, which I thought also might, but then I looked at the shelf and I saw this one, so maybe I'll use stash, maybe I won't. But I am going to use the beads that I had left over because this whole thing, there's a bead in every single one of these in every single one of these scales, there is a bead, and I still have almost the entire box of beads left over. So I'm going to use that because it does go great with green. I think the gold ones do. So I don't need to get beads. I have beads. I just need to find a match for this. I think I can do it. What about you?
I'm sure you can do it.
Yeah, so I'll be casting on Sunday. If you want to join us, please do. You can. I know there Hedgehog Fibers was selling kits for it, and also Jimmy Beans is selling kits for it. If you have those kits and you want to cast on with us, you are welcome to come and bring your yarn, stash yarn that you already have. You're totally welcome to do that. But if you need help picking out colors, you can buy this here too.
Okay, so then we've got that this upcoming Sunday, and then on the back end of the month, as some of y'all may realize, we have November Thanksgiving coming up, and we are going to be closed on Thanksgiving like we are every year. We typically close Thanksgiving Thursday, and then the Friday after as well, which is Black Friday?
Yeah, we're not open then.
Yeah, we're not open. But then we're going to come back with a vengeance and be open on Small Business Saturday, and we're going to have a sale about it.
Yeah, what's the sale going to be?
The sale is going to be 20% off of everything in shop, with the exception of the trunk show that we are going to have, which is going to be the Mahogany Sheep is going to be back.
Carmen's going to be back for a trunk show. And her items will not be 20% off, but you should come and support her for Small Business Saturday.
Yes.
That is November
the 30th.
After Thanksgiving.
Correct.
Yes. So that's what's going on in November. What kind of, do we have any classes? We still have room in them?
Yeah, we do have some classes that still have room. We have a couple of crochet classes coming up in the next week, and then the week after that, I think. The first one is corner to corner crochet. Lots of spots available in that. That is going to be Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m. on the 9th. And then also later on in the month, on the 23rd, we're going to have a crochet square stitch workshop. Karen is going to be working on a variety of different crochet stitches. I think she mentioned something like 8 different stitches that she's going to be working on. So that is a thing to sign up for as well if you want to get a lot more versatile on crochet. And then on top of that, we do have a upcoming drop spindle class coming as well.
We have a few spaces left in that.
Yeah, we've got a few sign-ups, but a few spaces still left.
Then in December, I'm going to do a class on brioche. We asked our other instructors if they wanted to do it, and
y'all, they noped out. They noped out
no.
hard.
So I'm going to do the class, and it's going to be brioche. Everybody hates brioche, and why you should too.
There we go.
No, it won't be called that.
No, the ship has sailed. I'll make sure.
Everybody hates brioche, and why you should too.
I'm going to make sure it does.
All right. So those are the classes we have. What kind of new products do we have?
Okay, we've got lots of new stuff in the shop. We will start off with yarn first, and then we'll move on to some other goodies that just showed up on our door this morning as we were setting up for podcast. So the first thing is Forest Fiber Arts. She is in Aledo. She recently moved there, but hey, that counts for getting it on the Texas wall, right? We have it in 2 bases. We have it in sock yarn and also sport.
Aledo is just west of us.
Yes, correct. Not to be confused with Hazel.
Oh, I forgot about Hazel.
They're like right next to each other too.
All right.
Okay, cool. So
and
we
Annetta.
have... I'm sorry?
Annetta.
Oh, well. 2 bases. We have it in a sock yarn, which is this. It's a 4-ply sock, 75/25 superwash merino nylon. And why don't you show off those colors?
I've got girly colors. I've got Lady. I've got Perfect Pink. I've got Blush. And Chocolate.
Don't forget Rainbow Snow Cone as well.
And Rainbow Snow Cone.
I had that one tossed in with the sport. And then the other base we have is the Merino Sport, which is 100% superwash sport. And we have in that all these colors across both, by the way. Blue Spruce, Winter Birch, Cider, River Rock. I don't know if you're getting a good look at if the color is really turning out in the camera there. And Avocado, finally.
So I can get Lady and Blush in sport too?
Yes, you can.
Ooh.
You got plans?
Not yet, but it's a nice combo. It's a nice color combo.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's Forest Fiber Arts.
That
Yay.
is.
So happy to have that here.
Absolutely. A great new addition to the Texas wall.
Yay, what else?
Yep. All right.
More yarn, more yarn.
Okay,
more yarn.
what is hitting the floor Tuesday? Tomorrow is we got some
You're
more
not
yarn
going to
in.
throw it on the floor.
No, not literally hitting the floor. I would get in trouble with everybody if I tried to do that. Yeah,
Okay.
we like to keep our yarn off the floor.
What we are debuting in the shop.
Yes, it is Life in the Long Grass from Cork, Ireland.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to just start tossing skeins to you.
You and
can
your
show
tossing
them.
things.
My bad.
I've got this, and this is a fine sock, 75 merino, 25 nylon.
460 yards.
That's a good yardage.
It
This
is.
is antique, Meraki, seed head, queen, dragon seed. So it looks seed head and dragon seed. Those must be like the speckles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then this this Meraki, is this the same?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Then we also have cantaloupe.
But cantaloupe has speckles. It's not a seed though.
Mm-hmm. No. Baroque. This one I like. This is Sphera.
Sphera.
I'm going with Sphera. Terracotta. Gorse.
Look at all these. That's a pretty
Mm-hmm.
range right there.
It is.
Uh-huh.
And finally, Moorlands, which I like. I like greens.
I got some of the Moorlands color at the Hill Country retreat last year. That's a pretty one. All right.
Mm-hmm. So those are the two new things we have for yarn for you guys.
Yay! All right. What do we have that's not yarn? What just came today?
Okay, so we had a bunch of things that just came. Trying to get the yarn put up right quick. Go. Okay, here we go.
Oh, there's a
Mm-hmm.
nothing.
Okay, so we had a few packages showed up. I went ahead and opened them. One of them is we got the new Mason-Dixon Knitting Field Guide. It is called Masterclass.
I'll take that.
Now, you can take it, but you can't show them it because it does not release until November 8th.
But okay.
But okay.
This one I don't know if it's all about, but it's inspired by Cave Fassett. And if you don't know who that is, I didn't know who that was a few years ago. He is, I don't know where he's from.
I don't know.
In England. He was born in California, grew up in England. Grew up in one of the most dramatic places on earth, Big Sur, and he now lives in England.
I'm having regrets handing
What?
that to you because I don't think you're supposed to be going through it.
Oh, I can go through it. But it's very colorful, and it's got, like, this is an example of one of the projects in there. Very colorful.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Wait, that's for you?
That's mine.
Mm,
That's mine.
let's see. Okay, we've got a couple other things. We have also got from Knox
Oh,
Mountain.
these just came from Knox Mountain. I saw these. And so, and I was like, oh, send me that.
Yeah, we try to stay on top of the Soch.
I'm wearing a shawl cuff right now as a bracelet, but it also goes around your shawl and keeps your shawl in place. These are some with some metal details. So these are some roses. That one's like an iridescent stone. So these are either they can be shawl cuffs, like with some jewelry, or you can wear it as a bracelet as well, which I might do with one of these. They are beautiful.
All right,
Very
cool.
beautiful. Thank you, Knox Mountain.
All right, so there is that, and then finally we got a smallish box of goodies from Katrinkles.
What do I got here?
That's,
I've got paper to open in front of the microphone.
yeah.
We've got
sorry,
more
guys.
needle gauges.
And here we have a swatch tool.
Another needle gauge.
Mm-hmm.
Knitting is big in Texas.
There we go.
More paper in front of the mic.
And then finally, and we have been waiting for these. There's yours.
Oh, there's my name tag.
We all have name tags now that they custom did for all of us up at the shop.
Custom did.
Custom made, custom crafted, artisanally rendered. There's the rest of the gang.
See if it'll go through all these layers.
Are you putting it on right now?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, let's see
It
if we'll
works.
go through this layer. Hold on. It works.
It works. We also have this issue of Vogue Knitting Holiday 2019 is out. It's got a lot of really cool patterns in it, and he's got more cat wrinkle stuff.
Sorry.
And it's got a pattern from one of our favorite designers in there. Can you guess whose pattern this could be? This is a fun shawl with a sleeve. So you put your arm in it, and then you wrap the rest around you. But it is one of Alexandra Davidoff's patterns. It's got her signature scales, along with a really fun diamond pattern. And she did that with Koiku.
Mm-hmm. A couple of other things. I just went digging in the box and found some other things I had missed. We also have a wraps per inch tool from Katrinkles. And then finally these other, I don't know, magnets?
Yeah. Needle keeper, stitch marker keeper.
Needle minders.
Needle minder.
Then also the Texas ones. So yeah, fun stuff.
Let me see one. So you put, do you just clip your needles to it? I
mean, I think you clip it on you like the name tag, and then yeah, you can just doink. If it's magnetic, it'll.
Why would I want my?
Does it mean like tapestry needle?
Maybe it's a tapestry.
Yeah.
Needle. Maybe that's what it means.
Yeah, I don't think it means your needle.
Yeah, it works with stitch markers.
It
Okay.
does. Mm-hmm.
I get it.
What needles are those? Are those Chiagu?
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. I thought they're stainless steel, aren't they?
Maybe they're aluminum.
I'm pretty sure they're stainless steel. All right, there, going away. All of it's going away.
Another thing that just came this weekend that we don't actually have for purchase in the shop, but it was a Kickstarter, and many of you might have already heard of it. It's the Knitting the Card game, and this is Hunter's first time seeing it. We didn't order any for the shop because it's Kickstarter, and they weren't really wholesale prices, so we didn't think they would really work for us.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like a fun little game. I mean, if you're not a knitter, I don't think it would be that fun. But the board is a yarn shop.
A yarn shop.
Yeah, and these are you still can buy these. They're $30, and Hunter will put the link down below if you want to order one for somebody. Yeah, it's a yarn shop. And you put the yarn cards here. I've never played. I just looked at it today. You put the different colors of yarn cards here. And then you have community cards and you have pattern cards. And I think the goal is to... You're dealt pattern cards, and the goal is to finish the patterns and put them on your blocking boards. I know. So each player gets blocking boards. Each player gets these cast-on cards. I'm not sure how to use those. You get pattern cards, and some of these patterns you will recognize. Like, here's What the Fade, Zweig.
It looks like they're worth different amount of points.
Rebel. Yeah, they're worth different amount of points, and they have different things of yarn. So you have to have 3 skeins of yarn for that. 2 skeins of yarn for this, 2 skeins of yarn for the hat. So you have to collect the yarn, and yeah, it's
I'm
pretty
getting
fun.
some like what's that train game?
Yeah,
That train
Ticket
game.
to Ride.
Yeah, Ticket to Ride vibes off this
Yeah.
thing.
It's a little convoluted, but and then here are all the yarn cards here.
Oh,
Yeah, so their patterns are real, the yarns are real. And it tells you what it is, which dyer it is, and what color it is. And so you collect the yarns from the yarn shop board, and you knit your patterns on your turns. And then once you have all the yarn to go with the pattern, you put it on your blocking board, and then that's one finished object. And then the community cards are things like... you misplaced your project bag. Do not advance progress for 2 weeks.
that's rough.
It's rough. Oh, this one I can relate to. Cat attack. Lose
Wow.
2 weeks.
Wow, that's been going on like a lot lately, actually. So
Yeah. They seem fun. And then there's like, I don't know. Caught a serious case of cast on itis. Cast on up to 4 patterns. It's cute. It's really cute.
there's a frog that says forgot to swatch.
What do you lose? Oh, move an opponent's work in progress. Counter back to cast on.
Wow, that's hardcore.
Yeah. Move an opponent's whip counter back to cast on. Ooh.
Wow.
This might be fun. It might be a fun game to play. Anyway.
Yeah, it says it said 14 and up, and I was like, what kind of adult scenarios are you going to be running into
14?
In this game to where you have to be 14 and up? But it's like, okay, that might be a little bit more of a complexity thing. So
I thought it said like 10 and up.
check it out.
Oh. Huh. For 2 to 4 players. 45 minutes. Might take you more than 45 minutes.
Is that a boba tea on the cover?
Yeah. Cute game. Might play.
Totes, adorbs.
Oh my.
I went there.
Should we leave it here for knit night?
No.
I mean, people want to knit on knit night.
Yeah, that would be a distraction.
So that's another reason I don't know that will carry them. Because people... I mean, I guess you could knit while you play it.
I don't know. I mean, I guess we'd have to play it just to get a better sense for how it even
Yeah,
works.
and I was reading the rules, and I think if you actually do finish one of those patterns in real life, you get double the points, like at the time.
Is that?
I don't know. That's probably just from our house. We have weird glitter all over the place.
Okay.
Anyway, we have children. There's glitter everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what else do we have? Oh, do you want to do finished objects?
Okay. Did we talk about this?
Oh, did you sign up for your... I don't remember. Did you... Full disclosure, this is the 3rd time we've done this podcast today.
Yeah, we had to take a break and then come back and do it. So it's like
We had a computer malfunction and then another malfunction. Anyway, I registered for a class on Thursday of Farberfest. Have you registered for classes? I know some of the classes are already sold out, but there are waiting lists, so you can get on a waiting list.
She registered for a Thursday class when we set up
I'm
in the
never
vendor
there
hall.
anyway. I'm
It's
usually back and forth picking up kids from school,
hmm
grabbing whatever they forgot. I mean,
yeah, it's during setup.
yeah.
I'm not going to be taking a class. I'm going to be setting up.
If there was a class that you could take, which class would it be? Maybe that would be ours. Maybe that could be our question.
How to get others to set up and break down who are not you?
I've already figured that out, and I'm not teaching a class on it.
You could be an expert at it, though. You could be like the authority.
No. All right. What do you have any finished objects?
Yeah, no, I do not.
Yeah, no.
No, I'm pretty close, but not quite there.
Okay.
What about you?
I have two.
Hmm.
I participated in the Stephen West mystery knit along, and I always say I never do mystery knit alongs, so I always want to see what it is. But Stephen West stuff is pretty cool, I have to say. And this was it. Well, the name of it is Starflake, and just based off of the name alone, I was like, that's it. I'm in.
Mm-hmm.
And it said 2 contrasting colors, also easy for me. I knew I was going to like it if it was just 2 colors. It's 4 skeins, so more than just 2 skeins, but just 2 colors. And this is it. It is a fun... Oh, I can't reach it. Okay. It looks like it's going to drape... Let me just get it.
I was
It
about
looks
to
like
say,
it's going
don't
to
drag
drape
that
over your
thing off the,
shoulders really nicely. It starts out with a star. And it can just be like a wrap.
Cool.
Kind of reminded me of like a Whataburger right now. It's still fun. I think that's because of the colors I chose. I think it would be fun in black and white as well.
Wait, did you say Waterburger or Whataburger?
I'm Texan. It's Whataburger. All right, so it's got some it's got these little garter stars that you connect together. It's got some garter rows right here. It's got some brioche with some fun increases, decreases. It's got some yarn overs and
Did
lace.
you say fun?
Yeah, they were fun for me. And then it's got a what is this called again? I've lost my mind. I-cord. 2-color I-cord bind off.
I was like, that's not
And there's
Pico.
an I-cord edge along the whole edge. Everything, and he did videos for every clue, which was amazing.
Mm-hmm. How long were they?
The videos?
Mm-hmm.
10, 15 minutes.
Cool.
Yeah, they were
Cool.
nice.
It was like 4 clues, maybe?
4, I think there were technically like 7, maybe? 7 clues, but you got 2 clues per release. There were 4 release dates. So
Okay.
4 weekends in October. And it turned out great, and I love it. And I used Dream Colors BFL, which is a little rougher than your normal.
Mm-hmm. Great for socks durability.
Yeah, but it's cozy. The brioche makes it really cozy and cushy, and it's nice. All right, the other thing I finished, while I was waiting for Clue 4 to come out, I didn't have anything to work on, so I dug this sweater vest out of the drawer.
Out of deep hibernation.
Deep hibernation. It had been resting on
That's a
some
good word.
needles since 2017. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's in the May 2017 issue, the spring issue of Interweave magazine, and it's just called Elephant Vest by Casey Castillo. And I used Rowan felted tweed. We actually have a lot of Rowan felted tweed right there. And it's a bottom up. I wanted some shaping, so what I did was I used a different needle right here. I used a smaller needle on these sections to get some, like an hourglass shape going, and then I went back up. And then this, the opening for your neck and your sleeves are steeked. So you knit all of this all as a tube. you seam, I grafted the shoulders together, and then I cut open and picked up the band and the sleeves. And the one thing I would have done differently, I got really lazy on this section of elephants, and I did not stagger my floats right there. You can tell it. So on all the other sections, the floats are staggered nicely. There's no lines. But on this one, I just got lazy, and I was just like, just finish this elephant's row. Just finish. And I didn't stagger right there. Which means I flipped my yarn in the same place. That's where my marker was. I flipped it in the same place every row, and I should have flipped it one stitch before, one stitch after, and alternated like that, and I wouldn't get these straight lines like that. There's your tip.
There you go.
Stagger your floats. All right, what are you working on?
I am almost done with my last pair of sock tube socks.
Last pair?
Last pair of the Allons-y teeny button.
Oh, that yarn?
I should say. Yeah, so this is it.
How are the heels working out for you? They look better.
They're fine. This fits much better. The first pair that I made, I mean, that was very much a test run.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll really fit me.
Yeah.
Because of the size of the toe and the heel. So I mean, I could give them away to maybe they'd fit you better.
Maybe.
But these are fitting much better. I've already got the other one done, and yeah, if it's okay, it's a little tight across the top right here. I mean, like where it stretches a little bit.
It does, doesn't it?
So I mean, that's something to try to figure out going forward. But I mean, otherwise it's fine, and it goes on and off just fine.
Oh,
and
good.
Yeah, I made the ribbing a little longer to compensate because this one's a little bit shorter than the first one. But yeah, otherwise it's working out okay, I think.
Nice.
So, and then I've got that sweater that I've had parked forever. I have made no progress on it, so I'm not pulling it out.
Is it going to stay in a drawer for 2 years like this did?
I doubt it.
Hashtag never get up.
Yeah, it's
Never give up.
it's not going into deep hibernation like that thing. But also,
This isn't the only thing in deep hibernation, I have to say.
Oh, I know it's not. It's
But it's finished now. Yay!
Good job. Just bump. So the question is, once I get done with this, I'm probably going to want to do some more sock tubes. But also, I
can hear you with your hand.
Oh, I'm sorry. I probably should pick up on that sweater. But then also, I've kind of got. I'm thinking if I need to do another shop sample, but I don't know what to do, and I do not want to do a fingering weight shawl. So no.
Oh, I am.
Enjoy that.
I'll do fingering weight shawls all day. Anyway, I'll have to think of something for you to do. Oh.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Tweed is coming out with some beginner-friendly patterns for yarn that we have.
Beginner friendly? Sounds
but
lame.
But beginners need patterns too. We'll see what's out there.
Okay. Because, I mean, if it's boring, I will never get through it.
Well, maybe it'll be fast for you.
Maybe so.
Maybe.
If it's worsted weight, then yeah.
I think they are thick. I'm not sure.
I might knock it out if it's fast. Sorry to interrupt. But anyway.
I'm doing Ghost Horses by Caitlin Hunter for my Nanny Swimo, my National Knit a Sweater in November. And I'm using, so here's the top. And I don't know if you can see, the little horse heads are just starting to form. There's one right there. There he is. Nay! Okay, so I'm using some Brooklyn Tweed Loft, which is a fingering weight, 100% wool, very toothy. And I'm pairing it with a Zauberball Crazy by Chopel.
Mm-hmm.
And the weight of these yarns, they're both technically fingering weight yarns, but the actual wraps per inch are way different.
Yeah, and we always try to emphasize at the shop that every weight is actually arranged. And
Yeah, this is way different. I wouldn't have picked it if I hadn't had already seen a couple of like 6 or 7 Ravelry projects that already used it. Only one that used this particular combination. And they said, yeah, the weights are different, but it worked out. So keep your fingers crossed for me. Because this is my gauge swatch. And I don't know if it's going to fit. And then also, remember that weird neck on the Soldnata? The other Caitlin Hunter sweater I did? It's actually right behind me. I ended up cutting it out and taking all the short rows out. Well, it's the same. There are short rows in this one, so this is the back. Notice how you've got some room here before the color work starts. But this neck seems to be a little bit more open, so maybe it'll sit down here. I just hope that it's going to stretch over my shoulders. We will find out. This might end up belonging to one of our children if it doesn't fit me. We'll see. I'm enjoying it so far. The pattern is really fun. I like color work and I like those sequences, so I like kind of that mantra in your head of 3, 2, 2, 1, 2, 4, 2. So I'm enjoying knitting it. Yay.
Cool.
And then I will cast on the I Am Dragon 3 on Sunday. So that's what I'm working on.
Sweet.
Cool.
Oh, maybe I could do an I Am Dragon 2. Maybe not. I don't know.
Well, we already had those shop samples.
Do we have a 2? I know we have the
We
original.
have 1, and we're going to have 3. So we have a giveaway.
We do have a giveaway. The giveaway is for the following. 1 copy of Vogue Knitting, the Ultimate Quick Reference Guide.
Ultimate.
And that thing, we already touched on it last time, so we don't really need to get into it again, but it's great.
It's fantastic. So we're going to look up how many comments we had. 43 comments. So go. That's a lot to count.
Okay, gang. It is 40.
Oh.
The number is 40. You can go backwards.
Yeah. Oh, and our question last year was, well, how did you learn to knit? And I loved all the ones that said my grandma or my mom.
And by last year, she meant 2 weeks ago.
Okay, I don't know what.
You said last year our comment.
Oh, last episode.
Yeah.
I don't.
Do I need to?
Dawn commented, but it's a funny comment. I'm still counting it.
Okay, so the winner is Chase Schwartz.
You are the winner.
Yay. I think that's actually Anissa.
Maybe you were first, maybe you were 40th. I don't know, but you're the winner. Congrats.
Boom.
All right, what are we going to give away?
Okay, so the next giveaway, how about we get back to giving away yarn?
Yeah, we are. All right. We're going to give away a skein of Forest Fiber Arts, one of our newest dyers. This is the Sock 75 Superwash 25 Nylon. This colorway is called Fairy Dust. And it is sort of a black and white speck with little bits of purpley blue. It'll go with a lot of things. So, what's our question going to be? I know I mentioned it earlier. I was like, oh, that's a good question. Oh, if you were going to take a class at a Fiberfest, what class would you take? Is there a specific technique that you would want to learn? Or is there a specific teacher that you would hope to see?
Cool. That's a solid question.
Solid question.
I'll accept it.
All right. So that's it for us. Thank you for watching.
All right. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.